I'm Alex Nayler, Content Strategist.
And I'm Jamie White, Group Head of Organic Search.
And we're going to be talking about how the organic team can adopt AI for certain elements of our jobs. So from a content perspective, I think something that we've definitely been testing is the ideation side of things. Coming up with new relevant content ideas is often the time-consuming part of our strategy, whereas we've sort of been testing with AI. We can deliver certain prompts. It's obviously a testing process with finding out what prompts work best, but it can deliver a series of ideas that we can then whittle down to the relevant ones, the most engaging ones, and then we can dedicate more time into actually conducting the keyword research, conducting the competitor analysis, conducting the SERP analysis, and doing the actual strategy side of it. That definitely makes that job a little bit more efficient. And then in terms of the tech side.
Yeah, so we had an innovation day within the organic team a couple of weeks ago and tried out a lot of the tools that are available generally to the public. As Alex has mentioned, we learnt a lot from a content perspective about how we can use the tools to give us some really good prompts. From a technical perspective, I think there was mixed results, to be honest. So we found a lot of success in terms of building out, so using the likes of ChatGPT to build out URL structures for websites. So we took a sort of like a random dummy website and basically asked ChatGPT to build out a URL structure based on certain folder paths and certain product names and types. And it came up with some really good prompts that we could then take on to the next level by sort of implementing keyword research, putting a bit of a strategic overlay on things as well. One of the areas that it did fall down on, which we were a little bit disappointed with, was building out structured data. So we tried to build out some FAQ related structured data based on a page that already had some questions and answers listed on there in the content. It really struggled to decipher and break out that content and understand exactly as it sort of was on the page and put it into a structured data format. In some cases, it actually made up some information by itself, which as per Google's recommendations, the structured data literally has to reflect what's exactly on the page. So that would be, quite frankly, unusable and going against Google's guidelines. So mixed results from a technical perspective, but yeah, on the content side, I think we found a lot of benefit in terms of aiding the work that we're doing and giving us some significant prompts. Recently, Google has announced quite a significant change to its search experience, essentially. What it's called is the search generative experience, and essentially incorporating AI, more of a question and answer type bot within its search results. At the moment, it's only available to test, and I'm pretty sure that's specifically within the US at the moment, so we haven't had access to that. But everything that I've been reading personally seems that not a lot of the more commercially focused queries are being impacted too significantly by this development. And a lot of the examples that Google have been using within its documentation and its videos and presentations are very, very long conversational queries, which from an SEO perspective, they can add value when we're thinking about more informational content on websites. However, when we truly think about how people are engaging with the brands that we work with and the types of products that we're selling for our clients and types of services that we're offering, that's not really how people are searching. So personally, my opinion is that the fundamentals behind SEO and the way that people engage with Google are probably not going to change significantly despite this change within Google's layout. And Google have launched a lot of these things in the past that have never really come to fruition or worked exactly as planned. So I think people sort of do have to hold their reservations and really make a judgment on things when it's live and actually seeing how things are working in the wild, really. I guess from a content perspective, you might have some different thoughts, Alex?
No, similar. From a content perspective, obviously you've talked about the long tail, really long tail stuff. Like you say, these are really very long tail keywords, very conversational. We're not necessarily going to be targeting keywords of that length. However, there will naturally be some pickups. So when it comes to those types of keywords, it's just important to continue, like we're all sort of adopting anyway within our content, is putting the user first, writing for the reader, people first content. It's obviously never been more important, and answering questions as engagingly, succinctly, and accurately as possible, so that it's sort of delivering those answers that do get that pickup.
If you want to hear more about our SEO services, then go to our website, connective3.com.